Edwards. I'm a certified yoga instructor, and I'll be leading you through a 30-minute prenatal yoga class that will guide you through exercises for women throughout the entire pregnancy. Prenatal yoga has been shown to support core strength, improve sleep, reduce stress and anxiety, decrease low back pain, and prepare your body for delivery. The most important part of this exercise is to listen to your body and base your intensity on your level of comfort. If you need to take a break, just pause and join back when you feel ready to continue safely. I'll be using the following equipment for this class, but if you do not have these items, I'll make sure to note any modifications without the equipment. Today I'll be using a mat, 2 yoga blocks, a blanket, and a strap. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can use a belt or a scarf, even a thin blanket or sweatshirt. Make sure you have a towel and some water for this class. Let's get started. So we will begin seated in Siddhasana. Bring one leg in front of the other or sit however is comfortable. If your hips are tight at all, you can go ahead and put a blanket underneath your hips. Lean forward, grab the flesh of the buttocks, and then pull them back into the back edges of your mat so your sits bones are nice and rooted down. And take a moment to just sit up nice and tall. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart and close your eyes. Lengthen through your spine, reach the crown of the head up to the sky, tailbone down toward the earth. Begin to notice your breath here. On your next inhale, press baby into your bottom hand, and then feel your ribs expand and your heart lift. And as you exhale, let the chest go, let the ribs come together, and hug your baby in toward your spine. Inhale, belly out, ribs out, heart lifts. Exhale, release your chest, let the ribs draw in together, and draw baby in toward your spine. Again, inhale, press your belly into your hand, feel your ribs expand and your heart lift. And exhale, release chest and ribs and belly. Begin to breathe like this, finding a nice steady pace for the practice. You can keep your eyes closed, but release your hands down to your lap. Inhale, lengthen the crown up, and then exhale, drop your chin down toward your chest. Slowly roll the head side to side, keeping the shoulder blades down on the back body. Never rolling through the back of the neck. Inhale to one side. Exhale to center. Inhale to the other side. Exhale to center. Continue to breathe as you roll the neck side to side, releasing through the jaw, which will also release tension in the pelvic floor. Letting the whole body go. And coming to center, bring your chin parallel to the earth. Inhale and shrug the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back and drop them down. And take 2 more like that. And keep your eyes open or closed. And circle back the other way. Inhale, lifting and bringing the shoulders forward. 2 more times. Release the hands out to the side. Inhale and sweep the hands up to the sky. And then exhale, let the fingertips drift down toward the earth. Take 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale, let the fingertips float down. 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale, bring both arms up to the sky. Bring your right fingertips down. Reach the left fingertips up high, and then exhale, arc over to the side. Here we'll start to find some space in the side body, finding some space for breath. We start to run out of it throughout pregnancy. Inhale, bring both arms up, and then exhale, arc over to the other side. Hug your baby in toward your spine. Check that low back. Breathe in between the ribs here. Maybe come a bit lower. Inhale, bring both hands up, and then exhale, thumbs to your heart. We'll go ahead and move off of our blanket if you're sitting on one now. Make sure you're nice and rooted down through the sitting bones. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale to a seated cow and cat here. Lift your heart, let your head fall back, but don't ever let the head drop back. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, you're gonna round through your spine, pick up your knees maybe, and find some space in between those shoulder blades. Inhale and lift your heart. Exhale and round. Take it one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Coming to center, shake it out. From here, we're gonna move into tabletop position. So as we make our way into tabletop position, it's important to remember that anytime your hands are on the ground, such as tabletop position or downward facing dog, that you can accommodate for any carpal tunnel issues you may be having or just sore wrists you may be having because things are weird during pregnancy, right? So one thing that you can do is come to fists. And you just kind of tuck your thumbs in like so. And that'll keep the wrist nice and strong and straight. Another one is tenting your hands, using your fingertips to grip. And then lastly, coming to elbows is always an option in any of these poses where our hands are on the ground. This is where blocks could be really useful underneath your elbows. So making your way into tabletop position, you always want to make sure that your hands and feet are positioned so that you're comfortable. Your body will be changing throughout pregnancy and you may need to accommodate for that. So it's always okay to bring the hands wider, to bring the knees wider. Tuck the toes under to protect those knees. Anytime your fingertips are on the earth, make sure you're hugging those fingertips down into the mat and pressing down evenly through the palms here. Let's take some cows and cats. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your tailbone, look up to the sky, and exhale, round. Look back toward your baby. Take a couple more, inhale, and exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, and round. Coming back to center, walk your hands a little bit forward. Taking some hip circles here just to start to lubricate the hips and see how they're feeling today. Check in with them. So let those hips drop over to one side. Move with your breath as you drop them down and then to the other side and back. So inhaling to the left, dropping them down, exhaling to the right, and coming all the way back around. And these hip circles can be as big or as small as you want. Circling back through the other way. Inhaling to the right, dropping those hips down, exhaling to the left, and all the way back around. And 2 more times like that. Just feeling all the little nooks and crannies in your hips and your low back. Sending your breath to those tight spots. And come back through to center. From here, extend out through your right leg. Tuck the toes under. Draw baby in towards spine. And then you're just gonna go ahead and press back through that right heel. Stretch out through the calf muscle here. And breathe. And then go ahead and lift your right leg up and keep hugging baby in towards spine. Find some strength here. We're gonna take some hip circles. So from here, you're gonna stack your hips, bend your knee, and then go ahead and graze baby as you straighten your leg back behind you. So just big hip circles with that leg. Stay strong through your arms. Breath is nice and full. And then circling back the other way. Bending the knee in toward belly, Opening up to the side, straightening back behind. 2 more like that. Really lubricating that hip joint and finding some good range in motion. And then go ahead and bring that knee down. Take a cow and a cat. Smooth it out. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round. Back to center, straighten out through the left leg. Tuck the toes under and press back into your left heel. Feel that nice opening through the ankle, through the calf muscle. Hug baby in towards spine, and then go ahead and lift that leg. Stay strong here. Breathe. Keep the back of the neck long. Your gaze is up toward the top of the mat. And then as you're ready, some big hip circles. So here, you stack your hips, bend that knee like a peeing dog, and then you're gonna go ahead and graze your belly as you bring that leg back behind you. And 2 more like that. Breathe. Big hip circles. Stay strong through your arms and through your core. And then going back the opposite direction, this time bending the knee in toward your arm, open up, straighten back behind you, and 2 more like that. Deep, full breaths. Go ahead and bring your knee down, a cow and a cat, smooth it out. And a child's pose, well deserved. Bring your knees as wide as you'd like. Let the belly sink down in between the legs. Let the arms extend forward, forehead down. You can also bring your hands underneath your head and relax. Extend your arms. So from tabletop, we're gonna make our way into downward facing dog. So you can just go ahead and lift your knees and move that blanket out of the way. Let your down dog be as wide and as comfy as it feels for you, as it can be for you, okay? So you can bring your hands nice and wide, feet nice and wide. You can shorten it. Bend your knees if you find that you're rounding your spine at all. And then from here, go ahead and inhale and lift up your right leg. Stack your hips and just open up that hip. You can circle the ankle around. Breathing is key here. And then go ahead and bring that foot down. Inhale, lift up your left leg. Stack your hips. Circle around. Breathe. And then go ahead and bring that foot down. From downward facing dog, we'll transition up to standing. Inhale, flat back. You may want your blocks here. Exhale and fold down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now, if this is too much, if you're feeling nauseous, if you feel like you can't breathe very well, come back to your flat spine, or maybe even just bend your knees and bring your hands on top of them. Take another breath here, wherever you are. Release your hands, let your head hang, draw your navel in toward your spine, let your shoulders be just kind of soft. Press your feet down into the earth as you rise up to standing. Inhale and shrug your shoulders up to the ears. Take a big open mouth, exhale, drop them down. Inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold down. Fingertips to blocks or the earth. Inhale, flatten your spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring your arms all the way back up. Palms come to touch. And exhale, thumbs to the heart. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, flatten your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, thumbs to heart. Bring your hands down to your belly and just check in with baby. A lot of times we get really busy throughout the day and we forget that we have a baby in there. So prenatal yoga is a really good time to check in and bond with your baby. Inhale, bring your arms up. Let's widen the hands a little bit. Let the shoulder blades draw down the back. Hug your baby in toward your spine. Lift your heart for a little chest opener here. And then exhale, swan dive down to the earth. You can remove your blocks, step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale and pick up your right leg, and then exhale, bring it forward, coming down into a low lunge. You may want to go ahead and pad this back knee. So grab your blanket and bring it where it's comfy, as much padding as you need for that knee. Grab your blocks. Bring them so they're comfortable underneath your shoulders. So you don't want them too far out or out to the side. You want them right underneath your shoulders. From here, think about hugging your inner thighs together so they're nice and strong here. So think about bringing your right knee back and your left knee in. So you're really hugging into center. From there, you can go ahead and relax. So we have this thing called relaxin that's flowing through our bodies during pregnancy, and you want to make sure you're not overstretching your ligaments, which is very easy to do when you're pregnant. So strength first, and then from there, find the stretch and the comfort, okay? You could stay here with your fingertips on your blocks. You may bring your arms up to the sky, maybe even cactus your elbows. One big breath here, strong legs. Inhale, come all the way up, bring your hands back down to your blocks, and then go ahead and bring your right block out to the side. Coming into a little bit of a side bend here. Inhale, bring the left arm up, and then exhale, arc over. And just breathe into that side body, all the way down into that left knee. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, bring your hands down. Lift up your back knee, and shake out that right leg. Take a breath in down dog. Maybe pedal it out. Inhale as you pick up the left leg, and then exhale, go ahead and bring it forward. Come on down to your right knee. Bring your blocks so they're comfortable underneath your shoulders again, hugging your inner thighs together, and then go ahead and find your stretch from there. You can bring your arms up, maybe even take more of a back bend this time. One full breath. Inhale, rise. Bring your hands back down to your blocks. Bring your left block on the outside of your left. Inhale the right arm up, and then exhale, arc over. Get a really nice stretch through that side body. Inhale, come all the way back up, and then exhale, release. Move your blocks off to the side, plant those palms down, pick up the left leg, give her a nice shake, look up toward your hands, move your blanket out of the way, and then slowly walk your hands toward your feet toward your hands. Inhale, flat back, exhale, fold, and then inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. From Tadasana, we're gonna go ahead and bring our hands to our hips. Keep your right foot forward. You're gonna bend your left knee and then step way back to a Warrior Two position. So in Warrior Two, your right toes are gonna be reaching toward the short edge of the front of the mat, and then your left toes are gonna be reaching toward the long edge of the mat. And you wanna bisect your front heel with your back instep here. Front knee is going to be reaching toward the little toe edge here, and your back leg stays nice and strong. Evenly distribute the weight in your legs here. Inhale and bring your arms up. Exhale, look over those right fingertips and just breathe. Think about lengthening out through your fingertips in opposite directions. Finding an extended side angle from here. Inhale and reach forward with your right arm. Two options here. You can bend your elbow and bring it on top of your right thigh, or you can bring your block on the inside of your right heel here. And then bring your left arm up to the sky and breathe. Maybe even let those left fingertips drape down over your ear. Keep scooping that right hip under. Inhale, rise back up, straighten the front leg, bring your left hand to your left hip, and then exhale, reach back. Breathing. Inhale, come back to center. Taking our warrior two to the back of the mat, grab your block and bring it with you. So from here, setting yourself up so your left heel intersects with your right instep, and then bend through the left knee and just place that block down. Let's go ahead and bring it on the inside of that leg actually to start. Bring your arms up, lengthen out through your fingertips. Draw baby in toward your spine. Lengthen out evenly through your fingertips, gazing over the left fingertips. Try to keep your shoulders just above your hips. Even weight through both legs. Finding your extended side angle from here. Inhale, reach, reach, reach over that left leg. And then two options. You can bring your elbow on top of your thigh or fingertips down to that block. Bring your right arm up to the sky. Keep scooping the left side of your pelvis under here. You can keep your fingertips up, or you can let that arm just drape over your head here. And breathe. One big breath, maybe even looking up. If that's uncomfortable, just go ahead and look where it feels natural for you. And then inhale, come all the way up, straighten through your left leg. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Reach those left fingertips up, and then exhale, arc over, back behind to your right leg. Coming into Trikonasana triangle pose on this side. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach, reach, reach over that left leg. Grab your block, bring it to the outside of your left shin here. Right arm up to the sky. And keep scooping your pelvis under. Lengthen up through those fingertips. One big full breath. This feels really nice in the side body. And then inhale, come all the way back up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes toward the long edge of the mat here. Go ahead and turn them out now. Let the heels come in. Inhale, bring your arms up like a nice big X. Look up, and then exhale, bend through the elbows and bend through the knees and sink down. Goddess pose. This is for all you goddesses out there. Go ahead and rock side to side. Get those hips nice and wiggly here. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Look up. Let yourself be nice and comfortable here, nice and balanced. So get your feet so they're balanced. Exhale, bend through the elbows and knees and come down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, come down. Last one, inhale, rise. Exhale, come down as deep as you can. We're gonna take a lion's breath. It's gonna feel really silly, but it feels really good too. So you inhale through your nostrils and then you stick out your tongue and exhale. Super dramatic, super loud. Inhale through your nostrils. Let it out. Do it again. Why not? Inhale, reach up. Stretch it out. Exhale, let it all go. Shake it out. Shake out through your arms. Shake out through your legs. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and come nice and wide. Bring your blocks with you and bring them right out in front of you. Toes are toward the long edge of the mat, a little pigeon-toed in, okay? Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale and lift your chest, and then exhale, come down. Flat spine, and then find your blocks. Bring your hands as wide as you'd like and keep widening your legs perhaps. Maybe even walk your hands forward so you're in like a nice big wide-legged downward facing dog and let your head hang down. One breath. Walk your hands so they're back underneath your shoulders. Now for first trimester, it's contraindicated to be twisting, so this will pertain to only my second and third trimester mamas here. You're gonna bring your left block underneath your face, the right arm up to the sky, and twist. Keep drawing your left hip back, one big breath, and then switch it out. Inhale up, right hip comes back. Try to keep your low back nice and flat. Exhale as you twist. And then go ahead and bring it down. Hands to your blocks. Heel toeing, we're gonna come down to the mat into Malasana. So heel toe in. Toes are gonna come out and we squat down. Bring your hands to your heart center and breathe. You can use your elbows to kind of pry those knees open, lengthen up to the crown. Keep scooping your pelvis under. Breathe. One big breath. From here, we'll make our way down to sitting on the mat. So you can move your blocks out of the way. Bring your hands back behind you and come to sit. Turn toward the front of the mat and shake out your legs. Bring your hands into fists and start to tap. Give yourself a little massage. Breathe. Big full breaths. Get into the glutes, get into the low back, get into the arms, the shoulders. Deep full breaths. Good. Bring your legs a little bit wider than your hips. Inhale, bring your arms up, and then exhale and fold down. Inhale, come all the way up, making our way back to tabletop here. You can get there however is comfortable for you. Cross at your legs. Maybe come onto your hands and knees. Find your blanket. Inhale and pick up your right leg. And then exhale, go ahead and bring it forward. Finding your low lunge from here, you'll want your blocks with you. So coming back to this low lunge that we established earlier, remember your inner thighs are really hugging together. From here, we'll just flow a little bit. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Bring your right hip back, stretch to the hamstring. Exhale, let your hips sink down, heart lifts. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On this next inhale, we're gonna hold. So go ahead and straighten that leg and get it to where you're comfortable. Let the hips be square. Your foot's gonna be right out in front of you. Take an inhale and then exhale, fold. You're gonna want to have space for your belly here. So this front leg may need to be out a little bit wider, and that's okay. Keep flexing your toes back toward your face as you fold on the inside of that leg. 1 big breath here. Rising on an inhale, go ahead and flatten your foot, let your hips sink down, bring your blocks now on the inside of that right leg. Coming to runner's lunge, this is a beautiful place to stay. You can pick up that back knee, bring it back further. You can even lift that back knee off the ground to make it a little bit more active. Or just keep it there. Bring your right foot out pretty wide here. You can turn your right toes out. Blocks can be up at the medium height or maybe even down. Hands on the blocks or elbows on the blocks. And breathe. Keep hugging your right knee in toward your right shoulder here. 2 big breaths here. Maybe even finding a little bit of a watery movement if that feels good in the hips. Inhale and rise. Now, the mother of all poses when you're pregnant, pigeon. Heel toe that foot over to the left edge of the mat. Bring the right knee down. So this front leg is as perpendicular to your body as you can get it. It may not get there. It may look like more like this. And you're gonna have to adjust that leg for your belly too as time goes on. So find wherever that is comfortable for you. Pick up the back knee, bring it back a little further if you can. Hands start at your blocks. You can stay up. Or bring your blocks in front of you and come on down. Again, maybe even moving around, wiggling around a little bit to find where those hips really need your breath and just holding and breathing there. Deep, full breaths. Open mouth exhales really can let go of a lot of hot air and stagnant energy, so let it go. Try to keep your right foot as flexed as possible to protect your right knee. 1 more big breath. Good. And then slowly go ahead and come on up. So if you're going to be doing any yoga pose once a day, that's the one I recommend. Go ahead and bring that right leg back and give it a little shake. Take a cow and a cat, smooth it all out. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Come back to table, and then go ahead and bring your left foot forward. Same thing on this side. Get your blocks so they're nice and comfy here. Find what works in your body. Bring that leg out as wide as you need to have it. Inner thigh is nice and strong. Inhale. And then as you're ready, go ahead and straighten that front leg, and we'll flow a little bit. So inhale, bend into the knee, lift your heart. Exhale, straighten the leg, draw the left hip back. Woo. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Holding here in your Ardha Hanumasana. You're gonna go ahead and bring your blocks so they're comfortable. They're underneath your shoulders, okay? Bring that leg out as wide as it needs to accommodate for your belly. Flex the toes back toward your face. Draw the left hip back so your sacrum is nice and flat. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale and fold down. Just 2 more breaths here. One more big breath, maybe come a little bit lower. And then inhale and rise back up. Exhale, rebend into that front knee. Bring your blocks underneath you now. Heel toe your left foot out a couple of inches. Maybe even turn the toes out. Let those hips really sink down. The back knee can come up, it can come back, wherever it feels good in your hip flexor there. Take an inhale as you lift up, and then exhale, come down if you wish. And just breathe here. Keep hugging your left knee in toward your left shoulder. These hip flexors get pretty darn tight when we're pregnant. It's important to stretch them out. One more breath. And then inhale and rise. Bring your blocks out to the side. Heel toe over to the left edge of the mat, flexing through that left foot. Bring the left knee down. Find the position that works for you in this left leg. You can pick up that back knee, bring it back. Just make sure that your back heel is aligned with your back hip. Inhale, lift your heart. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, come on down. You can use blocks at any height or not. It's up to you. And just breathe. Maybe even rocking side to side and finding that spot that really needs your breath, because these hips get so tight. And if you start to lose your control and cry, that's okay. We hold a lot of emotions here in our hips. So your yoga class is a safe space to let that out. One more big full breath here. Let it all go. Good. And then slowly go ahead and come on out of it. Shake that left leg out. Grunting and groaning is always welcome. Nice wide leg child's pose. So bring those knees as wide as you'd like. You can always bring a block underneath your head for child's pose if that's comfy. Arms can be back or out in front of you. Just breathe into your spine. Breathe with your baby. And then slowly, when you're ready, begin to rise. Coming to Virasana. So Virasana is just this. It's sitting on your knees. You can have a blanket under your knees or you can ditch it entirely. If it's more comfortable, you can have a block underneath you, and it's gonna be kind of back toward your feet, and just find where it feels comfortable for you. Okay, you could even have 2 blocks. Okay, so your knees are gonna be about as wide as your hips. You don't want them to be too wide, but you know, whatever your body is asking you for today. And just breathe here. This is really nice for stretching the knees and stretching the quadriceps. So from Virasana, just make sure you're comfortable, maybe with a block, and find your strap. we're just gonna go ahead and sit here and bring our strap so it's a little bit wider than our shoulders. And then inhale and bring that strap up. And just see how that feels. You may just wanna stay here if this is enough, especially if you have shoulder issues. Let's not push it, okay? But if it feels really good and you feel like maybe you can go a little bit further, bring that strap back down and bring your hand out just a little bit wider, maybe a few extra inches. And you'll find where it works for you as we move. So you'll inhale and bring the strap up, and then exhale, maybe even lengthen up a little bit more as you bring the strap back behind you. Inhale and rise, and then exhale, strap forward. Just a couple more times, just move with your breath. Throughout pregnancy and as a new mama, our chest gets really tight. It's growing, we're holding baby, we're feeding baby. So it's just important to know this even for postpartum too. Now inhale, bring that strap straight up, and then exhale, and then drop one arm down. Inhale back up, and then exhale, drop down to the other side. And if you don't have a strap, you can always use a scarf or a belt or a sweatshirt. Go ahead and bring that strap back down to the earth. You see how that feels. Shake it out a little bit. Circle through your wrists. Circle back the other way. Some good little wrist exercises. You can go ahead and bring your hand out in front of you and then just draw your fingertips back toward you. And then flip it around and do the same, all the while breathing. And then same thing with your thumb here. And then the other side, breathe. Flip it back over. And the thumb. Circling around through the wrists. A nice strengthener for carpal tunnel is to bring your fingertips together and just press really hard. It's a really nice strengthener into the wrists. Shake that out. Move your block out of the way. Keep your strap nearby. If you would like to sit up on a blanket for tight hips, we're gonna be staying seated for a little while here, okay? So go ahead and bring your blanket under you. Bring your legs out. Give them a shake if they need a break. Find your strap. Bring your left foot in on the inside of the thigh. And remember, this front leg can be as wide as you need to because we're gonna fold forward, so make space for that belly, okay? And then go ahead and bring your strap so it's just underneath the ball of the foot. Flex through your foot and try to make it so that you're not rounded here in your spine. You can sit up nice and tall. Flexing through the foot, take an inhale, and then exhale and fold. Bringing your belly on the inside of that leg. Always adjusting, let the arms be comfortable, and just breathe here. Breathe into your calf muscle, your hamstring. One more breath. Inhale and rise, and then exhale, release. From here, you're just gonna open up a little bit. So this time, you're gonna keep your right leg how it is and just open your hips up, square them open a little bit. Find your strap just underneath the ball of that foot and bring it into the right hand here. Inhale, lift your left arm up, and then exhale, arc over. You could even do this without the strap if you can grab that foot. Take one more full breath. Breathing into the inner thigh and into the side body at the same time. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then exhale, you can take a little counter stretch over here. And then go ahead and release. Other side. Bring the left leg forward. Right foot in. Bring your strap just underneath the ball of the foot. Flex through the foot. Inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale and fold forward. Let your arms be comfortable. The spine stays nice and flat. And breathe as you fold. Take 2 more full breaths. Inhale and rise. And exhale. Go ahead and release. And I'm just gonna go ahead and come to the other side of the mat so I'm not turning away from you. So now the left foot's gonna be right out to the side. Your hips are more open here, and you have your strap just underneath the ball of your foot. Inhale the right arm up, and then exhale, arc over to this side. And breathe. Try not to lock out through the knee. If you feel it locking, if you're hyperflexible, just take a micro bend into it. Keep drawing baby in toward your spine. One more breath here. Inhale and rise. Release. Exhale, you can take a little counter stretch over to the side. Inhale, come back up. And then you can put your block or your straps off to the side. So from any seated position, grab your strap. You can sit on your knees in Virasana or back to Siddhasana or Sukhasana, however is comfortable for you. We're going to be opening up through the chest a little bit more here. So you're going to take your strap into your right hand. Your right arm's going to be right up on the side of your ear. And then you're going to bend at your right elbow. Your left arm's going to come out to the side and you bend at your left elbow. Then you go ahead and clasp the strap and then start to walk your hands toward one another as far as they'll go. And then use your head to press into your arm here, opening up your heart space. You can stay here or you can fold forward. Breathing. Do what makes sense. If it feels better in your shoulders to stay upright, stay upright. One more breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Okay, so on the left side, pick up your left arm, bring it alongside your ear, bend at the elbow, and let your hand fall back in between your scapulas. Bring your right arm out to the side, and then go ahead and bend at the elbow, reach back, and grab the strap. And start to walk your hands toward one another. Use your head to press into this elbow. Open your chest, and you can just stay here, or you can fold. It may be a little hard to fold if your legs are together. Maybe you just stay upright and breathe. Keep pressing your head into that top arm. Maybe walking your hands a little closer together. And then slowly go ahead and release. Feel those nice loosey-goosey shoulders. Okay, we're all done with the strap. Go ahead and come on down to a comfortable seat. Shake out your legs. One leg in front of the other. For first trimester, we won't be twisting at all. You can just stay right here in your seated position. Second and third, a nice gentle twist before we relax. Inhale, bring your arms up. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Right fingertips behind you, left hand to your knee. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown, and then exhale, look back over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring your arms back up to the sky, and then exhale over to the other side. Inhale as you lengthen through the spine. Exhale, hug baby in as you twist and look over your left shoulder. And take 2 more full breaths like that. Inhale, bring both arms up. And then exhale, bring your hands down to your belly. Take a full breath with baby. Open your eyes. Coming into the relaxation part of our practice. You may just stay here and meditate if you would like. Otherwise, coming down to the mat. For first and second trimester rather, it's okay to come and lay flat on your back. Third trimester, I'd like for you to lay on your side. But as always, do what your doctor says. Come on down to your side. You can prop yourself up with some blocks. You can get your blanket to cover you up. Close your eyes and just relax. Coming back to your breath here. Inhale into your toes and exhale, release. Inhale into your feet and ankles and exhale, release. Inhale into your legs and hips and arms and belly and back. Exhale, release. Inhale into your fingertips and neck and shoulders and chest and face. Exhale, release. Inhale into your belly, into your baby. Feel them light up with energy and love. Exhale, release. Inhale into your whole body. Let it fill with light. Exhale, let go. Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Coming back to this space here at this time with your baby in your belly. Cherishing the special time that you share together. Knowing that there's so much joy to come. You may stay here and just take a nap. Or slowly with your eyes closed, rise to a seated position. Bring one hand back to your heart, one hand to your baby. Breathing with your baby. We'll take one simple round of Om, just for relaxation. Your baby will feel the vibration. Deep inhale. The light within me sees, honors, and humbly bows to the beautiful lights within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today and doing some prenatal yoga. Please, throughout the rest of the day, just listen to your body, rest as needed, drink lots of water, take care.